Well, hello there. I've received another package and I think there should be a camera inside. Where's the knife? Here's a knife. Oh. And it is a camera that I want to work on video, basically, just as a little project, because I think it will be quite a nice and interesting project to watch. But we see. I think the camera was in very bad condition, or at least it looked to be in very bad condition, but it was super duper cheap. It only cost me 10 euros and it is a camera with a lens, so let's see. I will twist this one a bit so I can take part in this glorious unboxing. And now it turns out it's not a camera at all. That would be funny. But I think it should be the camera in here. Yes, indeed. Hello. Oh, two things. Was not expecting this. Okay. So, what do we have here? As you see, it's a Nikon. A Nippon. So it is a Nippon Kogaku. Oh man. Let me zoom in a little bit. So what do we have here? As you can see, it is a Nikon Em with a Nikon lens. Let's get this out of this package. Nice. Whoa. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This one had a tough life. And we can see if it, at first, let's see if there's still film in here. No, does not seem to be the case. So the next thing to look for is, does the shutter work at all? That looks good. Yes. Okay, so there's still life in this camera. Everything looks very dirty. I mean, look at this. Oh man. Sad, poor little camera. Really is. Oh man. Oof. Dirty. And there's quite a lot of fungus on this front filter. Oh, it's an original Nikon filter. Nice. Oh, but it looks... Oof. The lens itself, dirty as hell. Obviously the light seals and everything is completely gone. Interesting. A really small pancake lens. The lens itself, it all looks quite good. Nice, clean. Just have to clean everything. So the stuff that we are going to do, obviously clean the whole lens, but the really important stuff is to fix the foam in here to clean everything off. It's relatively easy to do because you can take out this whole assembly, and of course we need to fix the old light seals that are in here. Yeah, but I think this will be a good one. Let's see how the battery chamber looks. The ideal thing would be now that there are no batteries in here at all. This would be perfect. But let's see. Are still batteries in here? No. Yes. Beautiful. Because like this, the battery contact is clean. It's not corroded. Nice. This is actually the best case scenario. Beautiful. So I'm very confident that this camera will return to a beautiful life, with some work of course. Yeah, nice. So this was a very good one to buy for 10 euros. Amazing. The lens works, aperture looks good. Yeah, nice one. Maybe have to re-grease this lens because it is really loose. Oh, but it actually, no, actually it's quite okay. Yeah, it's okay. So I just have to clean everything. Oh man, nice. So this will be a small overhaul project. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the plan for this little overhaul is going to be to fix this camera up, obviously. What I found after a little bit of investigation is that the frame counter does not work anymore. It will get higher if we transport the film. As you saw, it just jumped over, so it does get higher. But the problem is that it will not reset if we open the film door, and I think I know the reason for that. I think the reason is that the film little plastic window got pressed in at one point, so that's why it does not work anymore. So we need to take off the top panel of this camera and re-glue this one in the right place, and maybe there's something a little bit bent, so it blocks the mechanism from returning to zero. So this needs to be fixed. And other words, we clean everything, we replace the light seals and we replace the mirror foam in here, get everything nice and clean. Wow, this camera, it is so filthy, it's crazy. All this writing should be really nice and bright white, and not like this Nikon logo, and not this very yellow kind of, wow, it's so filthy. Ooh, not nice at all. And here's like really a thick crust of grime, and oh, look at that. Ooh, so dirty. Oh man. I've cleaned the lens, the back and the front element. The filter's on here to protect it at the moment. So the lens itself is actually in quite good condition. It's very dirty as well, of course, but this is not a problem. We need to re-grease the focusing helicoid because it's very loose. I don't like it like that. Yeah, so a lot of cleanup to do on this camera, but after all the work, I think we will have a nice camera again. Okay, so what we got right here is our little Nikon. We want to fix this one up and this lens as well. So the very first thing will be that we clean it. We clean both the lens and the camera from the outside. And what I will do to get this started is lay down a cloth. And now I will get the good old toothbrush. And now we need to have some cleaning fluid. What it is? It's right here. This one on here, and now we start. We don't want to get too much fluid in the mechanism, of course, so you have to be careful. And we clean it very well. so dirty, crazy. Yes, that looks much better. Oh, it looks so much better. Oh, it's crazy. What? Oh, before it looked like shit, and now it looks very beautiful. Nice. Do this all the way around because we want to get rid of all the grime and all the dirt that it was and is still on here. The focusing scale itself was quite protected because it was inside of the barrel. So now we get a cloth and we rub it all down. And this is of course only the very first cleaning job, but it is so much better already. Oh my god. Ah, it looks like a lens now. Beautiful. Yes, nice. So this is good. This was the first job on this lens. So let's continue with the camera. We will do the exact same. I'm not very worried about getting some moisture underneath the top plate because I will lift the top plate free anyways. So I can clean off everything that gets underneath it. Oh, it's so dirty in here. Oh, crazy. Okay, so let's go. I'll just cover it lightly. Some cleaning fluid. Oh, the whole camera. It's even a little bit filthy to touch. Okay. And now let's start with the fun part. Look how yellow this sign is right here as well. It's very yellow, not white at all. And if we clean it a little bit, you have to be careful that you don't clean it too much, because otherwise you can remove the paint if you're not careful enough. So you have to be gentle and don't use any harsh chemicals or something like that, because that can of course damage the camera. Yes, this looks beautiful again. Yes, nice. It cleans up so well, it's crazy. Here with this very thin lines, you need to be careful as well to not remove any paint. Just have to take your time, don't put pressure on it. It will get clean. Just simply take your time. Like this. Oh man, it's so much better. It's crazy. Oh, all this grime here. Oh. So much dirt. Damn. I mean, of course this camera will had quite a lot of use in its life, I'm sure. So it's fully okay to look very dirty. But a good cleanup will definitely help a lot. Be sure to not use too much moisture around this ocular part, because it can get in there. Would not be a real problem, of course, because we're going to disassemble it anyway, but just to have it in mind. So get it a real good rub, get into all the nicks and crannies, and then we clean it all off using this microfiber cloth. And now the camera immediately looks so much better. Oh man, nice. To get this glue residue off, we need some cotton swabs and a little bit of naphtha. Like so. It's from the old sticker that was on here. So this is gone. Now this side still needs quite a good cleanup. Oh, it's so dirty, crazy. Beautiful again. Do the same with the dial underneath. All the nicks and crannies. Yes. So. And this is the very first cleanup, but it looks so much better already. It's crazy. And now it's nice to touch again. It's not like super filthy anymore. Okay, so this was the first basic steps, and now we can continue with doing the fine work. Let's start with the little overhaul of this camera, the lens to the side for the moment. We don't need this one. We will start by removing the matte screen and cleaning out this very old dirty mirror foam that we want to get rid of. What we need is a little Phillips screwdriver, and we loosen this one screw, the front here. It out. Put it to the side. And if you're taking this one out, you can sort of push down this whole assembly, and then carefully, because you move the matte screen as well, and this one is very delicate, don't touch it. You can touch it, but you have to be very, very careful not to damage it, not to scratch it. So right here is our matte screen, and now we will remove the matte screen from the mask so we can lay it to the side safely, like this. This one will be put carefully to the side. We'll rest it on a rubber pad like this, so it does not get damaged. And now we can work on this part, and right here are our old light seals, as you can see. Not light seals, they're all mirror dampening foam, and this needs to be cleaned using some naphtha and some cotton swabs, and afterwards there need to be new foam reinstalled. And now at the moment, because the underside of the prism is open at the moment, we can clean the whole inside of the camera. We clean the mirror, we clean the underside of the prism, and blow every dust and particle that fell off this degrading mirror dampening foam right here. Obviously a lot of that stuff got in the whole mechanism right here, so we clean everything off, and then we blow off the matte screen right here, get this one nice and clean, and then we reinstall everything, and then this part of the camera overhaul is done. And this is very important to do, because this stuff really is nasty, and if bigger parts of it can fall off, they sometimes get into the shutter mechanism and can cause actually quite a lot of problems. So this is definitely something that you want to avoid. So that's the reason why we fix it up. So I will start with the cleaning process right now and be back after it's done. Okay, so the next step will be, after cleaning all of that old foam and afterwards cleaning it with some more naphtha, lighter fluid. It's nice and clean, so it's ready to get new foam on there, but there's this is the next step. Before we do that and reinstall all of this, we need to clean up the mirror and all of this inside. But what I want to do for that as well is we open the bottom plate of the camera. Here is the other screwdriver. This one's a lot better. So get rid of the fork screws and hold the bottom plate in place. And what I want to do right now are two things. So the first thing is, after you get rid of the bottom plate, sort of lift it out. It's a little bit hesitant because it's kind of clicked in right here, but you can actually lift it out. It's a little bit hard to do. Come on. Come on. Maybe it's easier if I remove the battery cover. So get rid of this one. Yeah, a little bit more movement. I should be able to just lift it free, but it does not want to do it. Okay. Of course, be gentle, don't break anything. That would be a shame, because it's relatively thin plastic, this part. I think what I do is I remove this screw as well. on this cover right here, and then I can slip this cover just a little bit. Yes, that is exactly what we needed. So now we can get this one free. And the reason why I open the bottom plate is there's a lot of particles, a lot of stuff, a lot of debris in here, and if we blow out all the stuff right now and clean off the mirror and everything afterwards, then it will be clean. If we clean this one, if we clean the mirror and the underside of the prism first, reinstall the matte screen, and afterwards we clean this one and blow it out, there will be debris again right here. So we need to take this apart another time. So I don't want to do that. So the right order of operation will be to do it like this. Careful not to damage anything. But we want to get rid of all this debris, all the little particles, sand and dust that got in there over the years. Like this. Nice. Now fire the shutter a couple of times. And now it is the time to clean off the mirror and clean the underside of the prism. And after that, we're going to reinstall this mirror foam and the matte screen. And what we do now as well, because the bottom plate is removed, we can completely remove the film compartment door, which is nice, because what we want to do right here is to take a little bit of, where is it? A little bit of tape and tape off the shutter mechanism, because if we do that, then no debris or more debris than it already got will enter the chamber, because when we remove these old light seals that are already crumbling apart, we don't want that sticky, gooey stuff to enter our shutter mechanism. So we do this and it's protected. And this of course needs to be cleaned as well, and we put new light seals right here, and after that we can reassemble everything. Okay. So that is that. Nice. So just continue like I mentioned. Okay, so the step that we are at the moment is we have taken off the top cover to be able to fix the mechanism. This little arm with the indication arrow right here. We'll zoom in a little bit more. So this arm right here was a little bit bent down, so it pressed on the ring with the numbers on it, and that was the reason why it couldn't move freely and it did not want to reset. So I bent it up just a little bit and now it works fine again. What we need to do now is to re-glue the little window in place, this one right here. And after that we need to reassemble the whole camera and it will be finished. Okay, so everything is back together and the camera works lovely. New mirror foam, no light seals, the window is in place and it resets just like it should, which is nice. All the functions are running and I've put new batteries in the camera, and indeed it functions Very good. So the auto mode works like it should, the light meter works, everything works fine, which is of course very nice to see. The ISO dial works fine. Everything is finished in terms of the camera. So the camera is completely done. Lovely. But the problem that we still have is that the focusing ring on this lens, on this Nikon, is very, very loose. And I want to fix that. For this, we unscrew the front ring of this lens. The nameplate. Here we are. And now we take a look. Can we reach the focusing gear from here? Now we can't. So what we need to do in order to reach the focusing helicoid, because I only want to add some focusing grease, helicoid grease, I need to take off the filter ring, and I think that is all I need to do. But there's also some debris in the lens, and to get this one out I need to take off the other 3 screws. So I will remove all the screws right here, and then I can remove the filter mount, and then I can remove the front lens elements, because there is some debris between the lenses. And if I remove all 6 screws, I can not only remove this one, but also remove the front element, clean it, put it back in, and I can easily put a little bit of new grease in the helicoid when I have the 2 other parts detached. So that's what we are going to do right now. Of course, be sure to separate the screws. Maybe they are different ones, but I don't think so. I think these ones are actually the same. So you don't need to be careful with that, but I will look in a moment. So these are the 3 screws for the front element, and these are the 3 screws. Yeah, they are completely similar. Okay, so that's an easy one. This, I will make a small mark just so I can put it back together just like it was. Like this. And now I should be able to lift this one free, like so. And just simply take out the front lens. Should be able to do it, right? I will take a picture right now. I don't really need it, I think, but I will do so that I know exactly how it was positioned. I will mark the position right here and right here, just so that I am safe. Now I want to get this one out, like so. And here we are. So this is the surface where the debris sits. So I clean this one off, clean this one as well. Lovely, put it to the side for now. And now I want to look if I can reach the focusing helicoid. I can reach parts of it, but it could be that this even is enough. Just put a bit of new grease around the seams of the focusing helicoid. And now work it in. That's much better. Yes, much better. Like it. Okay. So this is definitely much nicer. Put a little bit more on here. Yes, that's good. Oh yes, now we're getting somewhere. This is much nicer. Now I will remove the excess and clean this part a little bit too, because we have a lot of particles around here, like little pieces of sand and dust and all of that stuff that we obviously don't want in here. So I try to clean off some of that. Like so. Yes, that's much better. Love it. Okay. Still very smooth, but yeah, much nicer. Lovely. So clean off the excess stuff that got where it does not belong. Yes, it's quite nice. That's okay. So, and now, just simply vice versa. Check if the debris that I wanted to get rid of is actually gone. Let's see. Well, I'm going to clean this surface because it's open right now, so why wouldn't you? This one. That looks good. It looks good as well. So now we get this one back together, just like it was originally. I need to search for my mark that I did. I think it is this one right here. Yes, right here and right here. So yes, it was like this, just like this. Screws back in place. Don't tighten one completely. It's just like putting on the tires on your car. So don't tighten one side completely. Make sure to do it like this, so you can be sure that everything is flat. Like that. Wonderful. And now we need to get back the filter ring. Like so. Beautiful. Get this back in place. And after that, we can attach the nameplate again. And the job is already done. Lens is a lot cleaner than before. And we have a bit of new grease in the helicoid, so it's not as loose as before, which is nice. Yes, that feels so much better. Nice. Okay. Get the nameplate back installed. For that, it's easier, because you want to start the process really parallel, so it's easier to put it upside down like this, then come on it with the lens. Is it straight? I think so. And it's done. Yeah, pretty good. So there we are. After a couple of hours, the camera is completely done. The lens is a lot cleaner. The whole camera looks so much better. It's amazing. We have a little bit of new focusing grease in the helicoid. It's still super smooth, but it has a resistance, not like before, where it was feeling just very loose. The frame counter window is back in place, and the frame counter works and resets like it should. New light seals, no mirror foam, everything is done, everything is clean as much as we could, and the camera works now, and it will continue to do so for quite some time. I love it. Yeah, quite a number of hours of work. I'm not sure, to be honest, how long it took to finish everything, but it was worth it, because the camera now is absolutely gorgeous. Love this little EM with this 50mm pancake lens. Beautiful combination. Yeah, so thank you for sticking around. Oh man, such a beautiful one. Nice.